Hello, middle school readers. Hi, it's Mrs. Dobb. These are some of the picture books we're using in our picture or not so picture book project with our younger siblings, and at the elementary schools they need to have read alouds. So I wanted to have another book for you today on video to show an example of how you can make them as students. These are brand new books that we got from having the book fair here last December. We don't have board approval yet, but once we have board approval and we could have another book fair, we could get even more new books. So I wanted to show you that. And we're getting ready for our library lunches every day. And we're meeting in talking circles. And we're talking about robots and activities that we're going to be doing during our library lunches besides our picture book project. So today we're going to do a book that Ms. Yacarino's and Ms. Potter's students picked out. It's called Picture Day Perfection, and it's by Deborah Deason, and the pictures are by Dan Santat. Okay, so wow, this is funny because we have a lot of portraits that middle school kids made on our tables here in the library. And when we look at this book, we see pictures here too. So that's pretty interesting. So this book is about Picture Day. You know, Picture Day will be here before you know it. Some people like Picture Day and some people don't. Let's see what happens here. I'd planned for months this was going to be the year of the perfect school picture. But some days, not everything goes according to plan. Here's a picture of this kid's calendar for September. At the top it says, "Hang in there." This is showing his moods on different days of September. And when we look at this whole month of September, on this Friday, here's a happy face. But, let's see, September 9th looks happy. Oh boy. Not a lot. This day looks kind of like angry. Look at his eyebrows. September doesn't look so good. The day started with the worst case of bedhead ever. Exhibit A is the front view. Exhibit B is the side view. Exhibit C is the back view. And here, Exhibit D, the look on my brother's face when he saw my hair. Then it took me quite some time to unearth my favorite shirt. I finally found it at the very bottom of the hamper. You might call it stained, you might call it wrinkled, you might even call it smelly. You wouldn't be wrong. Breakfast was Picture Day pancakes, a family tradition. This year's festivities involved a small syrup disaster. Yuck. More accurately described as a large syrup disaster, and it occurred exactly as the bus pulled up. I had a feeling we'd be getting a new family tradition. He's got something syrup all over him. On the bus, I got into a small bit of trouble. Make that a large bit of trouble, the bus driver made me sit in the seat right behind him for the rest of the ride. What was he doing to people? By the time I got into school, my Picture Day face was fixed into a scowl. In class, Miss Smith collected our photo order forms. Do you think my mom checked emerald green for my photo background? Or peacock blue? Or pizzazzy purple? No. Once again, all the backgrounds in the world, Mom checked snoring, boring, traditional gray. No one gets traditional gray. What color would you choose? Except for me. And it just so happens to be the only color in the world that makes my favorite shirt disappear. Everything, all but the stains and the wrinkles. After that, the teacher had us all stand up and practice our picture day smiles. Personally, I thought we needed a little something to get us in the picture day mood. These guys are smiling. Whoops, I got myself in trouble again. He's not following the teacher's directions. Luckily, I got to rejoin the class in time for art. Art involved quite a lot of paint. Or at least it did for me. Wow. Paint gets everywhere, even on this kid. Finally, it was time to line up for the photos. Ned, just in front of me, got the last complimentary plastic cone. I watched as classmate after classmate smiled for the camera. I got queasy listening to everyone say cheese. Do you guys know what queasy means? I can't stand cheese. The mere thought of it turns me green, deeply green. And just as my face reached its most awful pea green shade, it was my turn. Look how everyone's doing. That's the green background. That's the other red. And the yellow background. Everyone's got these kinds of backgrounds. I stepped forward. I sat on the stool. It was hard as a rock and cold as an iceberg. Just a sec, said the photographer as he fiddled with the camera knobs. Look what face is coming for him. As I sat and waited, everything that had happened rushed through my mind. The monstrous messes, the muddles, the mix-ups, the whole day from the moment I'd rolled out of bed had gone. These are all the people that got messed up around him. Perfectly. He said everything went perfect. He liked all that trouble, didn't he? Even better than planned. This year I was finally going to have the perfect school picture. What kind of face is that? And that's when I heard click. In a flash, all of my hard work, my perfectly tangled hair, my perfectly rumpled shirt, my perfectly sticky face, my perfectly composed scowl, that perfect boring background, those perfect paint splatters, that perfect sickly pallor, wasted, useless, ruined, in a moment of weakness by an unexpected smile. Mom says it's my best picture ever. Here's some examples of other pictures. Look how this one came out. He thought about how happy he was with the big disasters that happened, and he just smiled for a minute, and that photographer grabbed it. You don't know what's gonna happen on picture day, so fix your face. But just wait till she, his mom, sees next year's picture. He's already planning the following year. Do you guys like picture day? Let's just see if we have one more page here or not. Nope, picture day's coming soon. All right, that was funny. You guys picked a good book. I will see you back here at the middle school library. And I'm hoping everybody has a wonderful day. Hope to see you soon. We're open around lunchtime now. Take care.